Welcome to the Fearfic Podcast. Fearfic is the term for short horror fiction, mostly posted on the web. It includes any and all related subgenres. Join three assholes talking basement goo Slimebeast, inebriated interstellar traveler Abysmii, and irritable ghostly man-horde Dead Palette, as they read all stories horror and internet-related, paragraph by paragraph, and bullshit while they do it. From adolescent revenge fantasies to subtle postmodern narratives about real-life events and everything in between, they read it and critique. You better believe it. Kick it to the cold open, white boy.
We all wish women had penises.
Yeah.
Vaginas are gay, and I don't respect them.
I'm fine having, like, the vagina somehow also part of the penis. I've seen that before. It's pretty cool.
Like a little miniature vagina in the end?
Yeah. Oh, no, not at the end, at the base.
Oh, okay. So basically, hermaphrodites? Is that?
I'm thinking more of a fantastical version of hermaphrodites.
The fantastic hermaphrodites and where to find them? J.K. Rowling has come out on Twitter to reveal all of her characters have been hermaphrodites the entire time.
I remember on Twitter, somebody was saying, like, death of the artist, and then someone just replied with, J.K. Rowling, and then they just stopped the whole conversation.
Well, so which Harry Potter character do you wish had a penis?
All of them.
I wish Harry Potter
had none of them do.
I wish Harry Potter had a dick on his forehead. The scar was in the shape of a dick, and that was just... Throughout his life, he had to go through with that. Can we see your scar, Harry? I'd prefer you didn't. Anyway, either that or maybe he could have the lightning bolt scar on the head of his penis. I don't know. What is this episode about again? Penises?
The penis challenge.
The penis challenge.
What's up, Fearfic Nation? Here with a new challenge.
Okay, everybody, here's what you're going to need to do. You're going to need to go and pull down your pants and then look at your penis. And if you've done it, you've completed the penis challenge.
Also do this in public.
Move, bitch. Get out your penis. Get out your penis,
Get out your penis, bitch.
Hey, everybody, welcome to my YouTube channel. I'm your blue-haired Minecraft-playing YouTuber, and we're going to do the penis challenge. That's where you send me pictures of your penises.
No.
No, listen, stop derailing us. This is a nice, wholesome channel.
Yes.
We need feet pics, okay? Mm-hmm. Send us your feet pics. Don't need to be your feet. Could be your mom's feet. Just go, hey, Mom, can I get some clicks of those pics of those toes?
Here's the thing, though. No uggo feet. Need to be clean. Need to have nice nails. Get a pedicure if you need to. I know it might be hard right now, but just do it.
If you've been maybe stepping on some grapes or some watermelons, they can be dirty in that way.
Yeah, right.
They have to be quote unquote edible dirty.
Right, exactly.
Yes.
Yeah.
Exactly. Yeah. And a little dirt wouldn't be terrible, but as long as it's the amount of dirt that would be on a potato that hasn't been cleaned.
Right.
Sure.
Right. Double draw our fans asking their mothers for pictures of their feet. How convoluted can we make this shit?
Speaking of which, go check out. Well, I mean, just go follow Double on Twitter anyway. Yeah. But check out the Jaws poster parody that we asked him to do, and it fucking rules.
Jeez. All right, so DP, you said you had a special story you wanted us to read today. Is that correct?
Yeah, we're going to read a story. It's a very challenging story. It's written by estimated reading time 8 minutes.
Oh.
And this is posted on Creepypasta.com, and we just figured we would read the newest post. This was posted this week, I believe. This is the newest post on Creepypasta.com.
As of recording this.
Yep.
Written by estimated reading time 8 minutes. Credible author. And then we're not going to tell you the title of the story because I might just bias you on it.
I think my favorite part of using Creepypasta.com is that the site still operates like molasses, and the layout is terrible, and how above any identifying information beyond just the title is 18 share buttons, which is really nice.
Mm-hmm.
It's really cool.
Listen, the Pinterest creepypasta community popping off. Absolutely.
I would say that if you're a devout enough Creepypasta fan to share the Creepypasta.com website, I think your friends and family should know that about you.
Yeah.
So share away, because maybe there's some people out there who are concerned that might, get you help. So
this video is going to be could be about any icon pasta. We're not going to tell you what. We're not going to reveal that.
Right.
So for now, we're just going to call this story the Redacted Challenge.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
All right, the Redacted Challenge,
But it's Slender Man.
Ah, fuck. He spoiled it. The Redacted Challenge, the newest post from this week in 2020 on Creepypasta.com. Current year.
We're not going. Yeah, we'll if the name comes up, we'll just redact it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, Elias, redact every mention of the word.
Well, take
There
us
was
away.
still a chill, number 15, and the morning sun was hidden behind dark rain clouds. A lone man made his way down a quiet country path, gravel clenched under his heavy walking boots.
He clenched gravel in his asshole as he walked. Gotta keep it tight for Jorge, he said.
They can't get you if you got it full of gravel and other dirt.
Could you imagine, no. Could you imagine a redneck so engaged in gay panic that he keeps his asshole full of things at all times so that he can't get got? He's just shoving shit up there like, I ain't gay, I'm gonna put this cucumber right up here, nobody.
This is my anti-rape
protection.
This is my anti-rape butt plug.
God damn it. You may notice it's shaped like Toby Keith.
I got one for Toby Keith. I got one for NASCAR. I got one that says "Make America No Homo Again."
I got a picture of Toby Keith driving Trump in a NASCAR.
That's my favorite. I wear that on Sundays to church.
Man, can we get a Make America Great stock car? It's just grotesquely covered.
And the Make America Great Again car is rounding the corner, and it's hit the wall. Oh, how fitting. Oh, the driver's dead. Oh, well.
I heard the rain as it began to fall and make its way down through the trees. Suddenly there was the sound of twigs breaking as something ran up behind him. This does not sound like a challenge.
No.
That's true.
This is supposed to be second person.
Maybe the challenge is holding something in your asshole as you walk down a dark path.
Take the anti-rape Toby Keith challenge.
Now, wait a minute. Toby Keith wants to clarify something. He's anti-gay rape, just to specify. Wait, what does that mean?
God damn it.
Toby?
No, it's not saying he endorses rape. It's just he's indifferent to heteronormative rape.
In fact, indifferent toward heteronormative rape is my middle name. What the fuck?
It's also the name of my next album.
We can't publish this.
God damn it. A grubby-looking ball rolled in front of him. Oh, my God.
Go ahead.
Took you long enough. Bending down to pick the ball up. Oh, that was still him talking, damn it. He turned and looked at the large golden Labrador that eagerly stared back at him. I don't want to get caught in this rain, okay? So last one, yeah? The man launched the ball down the path and watched as the dog raced after it. The man watched as the dog stood over the ball and paused. Hey, today would be nice.
Is this Jerry Seinfeld?
This is quickly turning into a stale daytime television. Without taking the ball, the dog took off down another path. Ah, damn it! I best not be chasing that cat again. The man grumbled under his breath as he broke into a slow jog. Once he had retrieved the ball, he looked around. His dog was nowhere to be seen. At the end of the path was a large farmhouse set far back from the country lane. He could hear soft, low-pitched whining. Shadow? Where you at, boy? Wait, golden retriever named Shadow?
Shadow, where you at, boy? Asked the colorblind, and apparently, I guess
like
light blind.
Inverted colorblindness.
Just blind. The guy was blind. That's it.
It's a golden Labrador. It's
Listen,
Shadow
I call
would be a black lab.
I'm blind. I call all dogs Shadow.
He's throwing balls into a river and can't tell.
This is my wife, Shadow. After going silent for several seconds, an unsettling sobbing noise emanated from the tree line. What challenge is this?
It's not.
I gotta say, it's not terrible though. Like I'd keep reading if I read this in the wild. It seems fun.
It's like someone just used challenge as SEO. That's really it.
Elias, bleep it out.
I told you to leave that damn cat alone. The man searched the tree line as he made his way down the path towards the farmhouse. A cell phone lay on the ground of the path. As he knelt to inspect it, he noticed it sat in a pool of blood. I don't know how I did. He was blind. The screen had been cracked.
Ooh. On the screen was cracked.com. No, said the redneck, a conservative who didn't like their shift toward progressive ideals. I don't know.
Or he was a liberal who just didn't like all their malware.
No. If you're liberal, you have to like crack.com. Shut up.
Nobody likes crack.com anymore.
In current year, nobody likes crack.com.
No one is reading that or linking it or talking about. No, it's dead.
That's a shame.
Like it's not gone, but just no. It's
it was always terrible.
But
there's some things I liked in the beginning, but it just got stale real quick.
I liked back in the day when Cracked.com featured Spider-Man running from the Punisher who said he was going to fuck him in the ass. By the way, it was Mysterio. I
liked it wasn't an article, it was one of their series, but one guy was trying to convince his friend that Star Wars is amazing, and the other guy just wasn't paying attention, so he just keeps saying and then this random fucker Boba by the foot shows up, and I don't know what he's about.
Yeah.
That was a long time ago, though.
I think that's the best way to describe Crack.com, is there was an era where their videos were really funny and nothing else was.
Yeah.
And now their videos aren't funny anymore, I don't think. It's
When's the last time you watched one?
Well, I stopped watching when they started doing we have our own daily show type thing, and it was fucking...
Oh, no.
Ugh. I mean, it wasn't literally that, but it's here's a guy at a desk ranting about politics. Okay. What is this now? Who's doing what? This is my turn?
Yes.
And it's after Cracked, okay. He thought he heard something whisper, "Help me," before the sobbing continued. The hell is this?
Some pansy boy crying over there.
He must not have in his Toby Keith's bubbler.
What'd I tell you, son? I go around town saying it all day. Get your Toby Keith butt plug, so the gays can't get you.
Sell him out the back of my truck.
He dropped the phone and frantically tried to wipe the blood off. A slight movement in the ditch caught his attention. A small pale girl reached her hand towards him and shrieked.
This is every bad indie horror video game. The man stumbled as he stared back at the girl, unable to take his eyes off her. She was covered in blood, and her matted hair covered most of her face. She was shaking violently as she stared right back at the man. Oh, God. Somebody... No, I doubt this person even saw Jacob's Ladder. They've just seen things that rip off Jacob's Ladder.
Probably.
The whites of her eyes piercing through her messy hair, with her breath visible in the cold morning air, she let out another wailing shriek.
He startled the witch. All right, this is part 2. Several hours earlier. Oh fuck.
God damn
no.
It. Great.
Several hours earlier. This is not a challenge. A porch light flickers. We're changing tense. A porch light flickers on, illuminating the driveway as a car pulls up alongside the farmhouse. A young woman, Carmen, steps out of the vehicle into the cool summer night. Crickets chirp from the dark forest that surrounds the house. The wooden steps creaked as she made her way. Oh, now tense is changing again. The wooden steps creaked, past tense, as she made her way to the door. She paused and looked through the nearby window. The house was in darkness. Carmen pressed the doorbell, bing bong, as she continued to look through the window. She flinched at how loud the ringing was. Bing bong! She pulled out her cell phone and scrolled to the contact Amy, A-M-I-E. She meant to type anime. Go ahead, sorry.
I took out my cell phone and opened the contacts app and scrolled to find Amy. Or just, she took out her phone to call Amy.
Yeah.
Would have been better.
Carmen paced beside the door as she made the call. It rang several times before Carmen realized she could hear a phone vibrating in her butt. She peered... Is that the challenge in this? Is you just gotta carry things in your ass?
No, the challenge is to clip and also hit a really hard plosive, which is impossible to edit.
Oh well. She peered back through the window and saw Amy's phone lighting up a section of the living room. Carmen let out a sigh, muttering under her breath, "What's going on, Ames?" She knocked on the door. All right.
You better have a good reason for ghosting me.
What the fuck?
Okay, no, we're going with that.
We're going with that. Shut up.
No reply came, and Carmen decided to let herself in. Moonlight poured into the kitchen window, flickering through the swaying trees. "Ames, where you at?" A breeze sent a chill over Carmen, and she rubbed her arms. The door slammed shut in the draft, from the draft, blocking the light from the porch. Startled, Carmen flinched and inhaled sharply.
Alexa, lights on. Is that the right voice?
Yep. I think that's...
Yeah.
I don't know who that is.
that's Matt Pat's troglodytic
Carmen.
cousin.
It's Carmen.
Yeah. All right. So I guess I'll read this too. Slowly,
Sure.
The large open plan room was lit up, except for the kitchen area that remained illuminated by the moonlight.
The kitchen featuring very nice marble countertops.
Mm-hmm. And an L-shaped bar.
He's
Hey.
And a frisky dingo.
There was a frisky dingo there too. That's right.
Am I doing it right, kids?
There was also some darkness. What was the darkness doing?
It was all that he could see, I tell you what. Carmen walked over to the cell phone and picked it up. Wiping the dust from the screen, she noticed a lot of messages and missed calls. All from the same number.
If it had dust on it, it would not have a charge. I'll tell you that right now.
I don't know. Depends how shitty the house is.
No, that's the point. It's a thing that's out of place. It's supposed to unsettle you.
Oh my god.
Oh. A preview of a message caught Carmen's attention. It read, "The challenge."
And so then Carmen begins reading the story that mentions her existence.
Okay. If that actually is how this went, I'd be like, all right, you got me. That's actually clever. It's like it's been done before, but that's better than what I was expecting.
So yeah, the title of what she's finding is the challenge, where we're redacting what this is about, and that's the title of the story she's in. Because I'm not sure if that'll confuse anybody since I didn't say it, but yeah.
No, I like the idea that she's taking the Jacob Ladders challenge. The floorboards, covered the floorboards, head creaked in the moratorium. Borium. The floorboards above her head creaked as something moved above her. Turning her gaze upward, she noticed a light coming above the stairwell.
Can we get Eminem to narrate Creepypasta? Because that would be kind of amazing. Just so you know, Ames, if you jump out of me, I'm not going to be sorry when I hit you. Gotta be.
Carmen rolled her eyes as she made her way toward the stairs. As she reached the bottom of the stairs, she pushed. She paused.
You were doing goddamn Dusty Rhodes there. It's like, Carmen, she rolled her eyes, she did.
I'm beginning to think that I'm an old god. Carmen rolled her eyes as she made her way toward the stairs. As she reached the bottom of the stairs, she paused. Behind her, a shadowy reflection moved across the widescreen TV. A tall, thin figure walked past the kitchen window.
Slender man.
Tall, thin.
Mm-hmm.
It walked up to the edge of the shadowy kitchen and stared right at Carmen.
What if I got a big cock?
It remained motionless except for its dick, which rose slightly and twitched. Even with its black...
Whoa. Hey, Freud.
Hey, Freud, how you doing? Hey, Freud, do we still...
a giant black cock.
Freud, do we still have some time on the clock? Even with its back hunched, it loomed over the girl. Long, dark hair flowed down the figure's pale body. Two large eyes peered out of the darkness, unblinking and focused.
Oh, it can't be Slender Man.
Sure it can.
Could be
Got eyes.
No. Slender Man doesn't talk, and there's a bunch of stories that talk about Slender Man talking. There's a bunch of stories that talk about Slender Man having a face. This could totally be Slender Man.
Totally.
Slender Man's just wearing a pair of protective goggles that are gleaming in the moonlight.
There are fucking plebes that think that Slender Man has a red tie, so listen. Okay?
Carmen turned her head sharply at a noise.
It's my turn to read.
Fine!
There are
Carmen.
people out there who think that Slender Man has tan arms instead of blue.
Let me tell you, this story is a fucking challenge.
Yes.
Carmen turned her head sharply at the noise from the kitchen, but nothing appeared moving. The soft moonlight flickered across the top of the dining table. As she turned back to make her way up the stairs, another clattering sound echoed from the kitchen, and something ran out from under the table. That was my best impression of a animatronic.
Close enough.
Oh,
Close
yeah,
enough.
yeah.
Carmen grabbed the railing as it darted past her, which isn't good because they don't clean that railing ever, so you don't know who's been touching it. Jesus, cat! She let out a soft...
Jesus Cat can walk on water. He just refuses to.
My lord, they're saying that you are not the true Messiah. What should we go tell them? Proceeds to lick anus. My lord, there's not enough food and fishes available.
Oh.
That's fish.
We keep trying to crucify him, but he just likes all the different positions. Yeah. Cat's getting funny positions, huh, folks? Huh?
Yep.
Huh? Everybody out there? Huh?
Big black doorknobs, right? Yeah.
Huh?
What the fuck is this episode?
Are you too drunk?
No, I wish, but no.
DP, are you drunk?
This is the experiment. What happens if I get drunk without notifying Abysmii? Will he stop being a fucking alcoholic?
Probably not.
This is the thing. Somebody here, either one or both of you isn't drunk. I know Abysmii said he isn't, but he says that a lot.
A drop tonight. Hold on.
Alright, well, now be funny.
She let out a soft laugh. No need. The tree branch rattled against the window above the stairwell. As she went up the stairs, she paused on the landing and saw a cat stood at the top of the stairs. The moonlight reflected in its eyes. You think you're funny, don't you? And she reached out her hand to pet the cat. It hissed her away. It hissed at her and ran away. The tall, pale figure watching from the dark corner of the landing as Carmen looked around. The figure tilted its head to a neck-breaking degree, as all shapeless monsters do.
Mm-hmm.
As Carmen looked right through it. I got to be clear about this. We're shitting on this story. It's not terrible. It's just easy to make fun of. It's not great, but
it's just kind of basic in every possible way.
But it's using some nice language here and there, and I want to be clear that I can understand and visualize what's being described. So
yeah.
That's
a big bar to me to pass.
Nobody gets why it's funny because we haven't said the title of it. So they're just like, oh, it's just a normal story.
Once she was upstairs, the lights below suddenly went off. Carmen ignored it and walked along the corridor toward Amy's room, finding the door slightly open. She gently knocked the door with the back of her hand. She blew the door down. Looking through the gap, the room was in darkness.
And I chimed in with darkness.
My old friend.
My old friend. Because one is the loneliest cat, and my cat is a personal Jesus.
Mm-hmm.
Anybody got any other songs?
No.
That's me in the corner. That's me, and I'm challenging you.
There the Amy. Behind her, the long dark hair of the pale figure dangled from the ceiling above Carmen. The pale figure opened its wide mouth. Oh, it's Mr. Widemouth. This makes sense. Okay.
All right.
And a snake-like tongue emerged.
Oh, it's Mr. Tongue Snake. Oh, okay.
It's Mr. Tongue Mouth.
I'm Mr. Tongue Mouth. Put your tongue in my mouth. What? Hey, kids, it's Mr. Tongue Mouth.
If an adult approaches you and asks you to spit in their mouth, that's no good.
No good. Run and find a different adult. Keep finding different adults until they don't do anything questionable.
Keep finding different adults until you find one out of the many who doesn't want you to spit in their mouth.
A snake-like tongue emerged, slithering towards Carmen. As she slowly entered the room, the door was ripped out of her grasp, and she was pulled into the darkness.
Guys, how many darkness imprisoning me jokes are going to be in this fucking episode?
Like, they're not fun at this point, because it's just, this is just dark. Fucking dog name was...
Darkness is literally imprisoning us.
Yes.
Yeah.
Linguistic darkness.
The goddamn dog was named Shadow, despite being a golden retriever. There's darkness in the house. There's darkness in the room. It's just meh.
Kingdom Hearts is darkness.
Excuse me, sir. Why did you name your golden lab Shadow? Or he got a shadow, don't he? What? Okay.
I can't argue with that.
Yeah. The door.
It's better than what my niece named our cat.
Oh, fuck. The door slammed behind her. Okay.
3 for some reason, because we're doing time skips.
It's numbering each victim, I guess, of the challenge.
Oh, mate. But only one of them has done... Actually, only one of them's done the challenge, and they're not actually in the story.
Yeah.
It's someone's friend.
We don't know that she did the challenge, because they just found the phone with
I
that
actually
on there.
don't know what this challenge is, and,
Please,
I want to know.
Earnestly, go down, make your best educated guess. Everyone, hey, chat, go down, guess. Please leave us a comment saying what icon pasta, slasher killer, any kind of monster. What monster do you think this is? Do not cheat.
Right. Put one for a Wendigo. Put 2 for Rap Rat.
Rap Rat challenge.
It could be.
The
way that things are being described, I don't know. It could be.
Rap Rat is tall, lanky, has long hair. Absolutely.
Yeah.
The Rap Rat challenge is to watch the full Rap Rat video, the original fucking thing.
Without stabbing your eyes
God.
out.
Hey everybody, it's time for question 3. So answer me. Like, Jesus Christ. Have you guys ever
Sound of the Metal? No.
Oh,
No,
you gotta
would.
just look at like 10 seconds of it. It's fucking awful.
I'm good.
The sound of the metal grinding reverberated through the room as the deadbolt clicked into place. What the hell, Amy?
You know what really
Carmen
grinds my gears, Amy?
What the hell, Amy? That's more honeymooners than I Love Lucy.
What the
Carmen,
hell, Amy? I'm from the Honeymooners.
I was referencing fucking Family Guy, but alright.
Yeah.
Carmen put the lights on and turned to face her friend.
Peter, the challenge is in our living room.
Oh my God. Jesus Christ, no. Holy fuck. Lois, get the gun. 2 bullets. 1 for you and 1 for me. Jesus Christ.
Yeah, we did it 2 episodes in a row. No, I don't care.
Fuck you.
Peter, the Fearfic Podcast is in our living room. Jesus fuck, no, it doesn't make any sense anymore. I mean, it used to be funny, but holy shit.
Double, I need you to draw the 3 of us in the Family Guy art style. I'm sure it won't be difficult.
And draw Peter Griffin in the corner, like, horrified and sobbing. Oh my God.
No.
We just fucking abuse Double. Double, we appreciate you. Don't draw any of this stupid shit slide these always force you to draw.
Double, draw double being abused.
That's not fair. We only abuse one person.
True.
Abysmii.
Yeah. That's why I drank. Carmen? Carmen's annoyed appearance quickly turned to one of concern. Damn, what is going on with you? Amy was shaking with dark circles around her tearful eyes. As she looked over her friend, Carmen grabbed her arm. Are you cutting again? Seriously?
Are you cutting cheese in here?
What is
Are you cutting stinky braps in here? Seriously, Amy? Amy brapped up a storm.
Amy pulled her arm away and clenched her nose.
It's the Amy Schumer challenge.
If you can survive sitting in a room with Amy Schumer as she braps
for
and
10
braps
seconds.
Just she sends vagina braps to your face.
God. Vagina Braps to your face, a new service from Amazon.
Amy Schumer's just standing up there. It's just like, you know what's crazy about being a woman? Vagina farts.
Oh, God.
And she's just burping.
True.
Amy pulled her arm away and clasps the wound. You shouldn't have come. Why are you here? Amy walked towards the window, muttering incoherently, and frantically searched for something outside.
Pizza? You sent me a message to come over. Said something was wrong. Carmen watched as Amy froze. And now that I am here, I would say that is an understatement. Amy held her head in her hands and began to shake her head, which also shook her hands because her hands were on her head. She
took her head in her hands and shook both violently.
Yes. She grabbed her head and shook it violently.
This is this is just every fucking Bloody Mary story, which, yeah, Slender Man has aspects of, but...
Yeah.
Here's the thing. Can we get Slimebeast to read this as Peter?
No, I didn't. I refused. Holy fuck. Jesus God. Baby Jesus.
Looked around the room.
Holy Christ on a crutch, creeping around. Sweet crippled Christ.
Oh, what the fuck is this episode?
Oh my God. Every Jesus of the world. Black Jesus, white Jesus, Asian Jesus. Oh, God.
I mean, Jesus technically was Asian, wasn't he? He was born in Asia.
I don't care right now. I'm horrified.
As Carmen looked around the room, she realized the extent of the mess. It was in a disheveled state. It looked like someone had ransacked the place searching for something. Carmen put her hand on Amy's trembling shoulder. Amy, you need to tell me what's going on right now. Amy, you'll never tell me what's going on right now.
No, it's back.
Amy stayed quiet for several seconds, searching for a response. Did you say her?
They're twins.
With a puzzled look on her face, Carmen shook her head. Oh! Amy...
Okay, stop.
Amy pulled away from her friend and began to search her desk. My phone, I need it. Where is it? Carmen took the phone out of her pocket and handed it to Amy. You left it downstairs. As Amy searched for something on her phone, Carmen noticed loose pages scattered across the dresser table. This is Slender Man, okay, guys?
Yeah.
Sorry.
Totally.
It's Slender Man.
Mm-hmm.
A drawing of a faceless woman.
Slenderina.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Caught Carmen's attention. As she picked it up, it revealed the notebook underneath.
A noble face with two large eyes is drawn on the cover, with the named leaving space around that, literally carved into the cover hundreds of times. Carmen looked over at Amy as she paced about, fixated on her phone. On the first page, the unknown number was written in elegantly stylistic font with the title, The Challenge.
I don't see how this isn't Slender Man.
Can I just point out that if you have a notebook and you carve anything into it 100 times, you don't have a notebook cover anymore?
It would have to be a big
I carved
fucking
the
notebook.
anarchy fucking symbol into the front of my notebook 100 times in school, and it's perfectly intact.
Yeah, and
that's how you know who's gonna. That's how you know who's gonna become a lawyer.
Yeah. Anarchy
Fucking
is so
no
cool.
rules, no laws.
Abysmii as a young man. Our anarchy's cool, man. It's awesome. Abysmii as an older man. I'd like to just drink. I like to drink sometimes. Paint Warhammer figures, you know. Before Carmen could say anything, thank God, Amy pulled at her shoulder. Oh. Here, look. She held the phone out to show Carmen the security camera feed, scrolling through multiple feeds. What am I meant to be seeing here? Amy completely ignored the question. Carmen looked back at the papers scattered on the desk and then at her friend. Then back to the papers, then at her friend. Then she put the papers all over her friend, made a papier-mâché person out of her. Focused on her phone, Amy is unaware of her friend's worried gaze. Once Amy got to the camera feed outside her bedroom, she gasped and began to shake. So we get the idea that other people can't see the thing, the title creature or character. Only Amy can see it. The tall, pale...
That sounds a lot like Slender Man.
Oh, dear. The tall, pale figure was right outside the door, with her face pressed up against the door. She's here!
Please
Boo.
stop misgendering Slender Man.
Everybody else, because this is the correct pronoun. Carmen takes the phone and looked. She takes the phone and looked at the same feed. A tense shift in one sentence. Since there was nothing there, the hallway was empty. Amy's eyes opened wide as she looked at the screen.
Amy's eyes open wide.
With Amy's eyes wide open!
Slender Man behind, she can't see him. This is so boring. Nothing is happening.
Sobering, you said?
That too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm having trouble staying drunk. The pale figure rolled its head back and looked directly at the camera. She smiled widely, and her jaw swung open. Its mouth...
Her jaw swung open!
Oh, maybe it's the skin taker.
Oh. Maybe it's just Creed. Maybe it's the lead singer out in the hallway, and he's opening his mouth really wide, and he's going, "My jaw swings open!"
Hello, my friend, we'll meet again. It's been a while. Wait, never mind, it's the Slender Man. I'll see you later.
Gotta take the Creed challenge.
Oh, God.
Its mouth opened to a jaw-breaking degree. That's a familiar cipher. Anyway, jaw-breaking degree, and its snake-like tongue slithered down. The door closed.
Nope. Nope.
I'm going with that. No.
Okay.
Its snake-like tongue slithered down
A
the
snake-like
closed door.
nun slithered up to me. Needless to say, she dropped the habit.
Hey.
Can I get you to come to mass? She spun to face the door. Watching the tongue slither up the door, she began to cry and shake violently. Her legs went numb. She started peeing herself, knees weak.
Damn it.
Spaghetti on her knees.
At this point, she can't shake any more violently, or she's going to phase in between dimensions.
Knees weak,
That's the
arms
issue.
and knees. Spaghetti on my knees already. Mom's knees.
Carmen held her friend, desperately trying to keep her in this dimension. The tongue slithered up the deadbolt and hesitated, then flicked the light switch off. Amy now sobbing uncontrollably, as she vibrated uncontrollably as well.
She's Jacob's laddering.
She is, isn't she? Yeah.
Yeah. Just a bad bulb. Oh, sorry. Just a bad bulb. I'm not going to let anything happen to you, I promise. Carmen tried to reassure her friend. The sound of the deadbolt sliding open made both girls freeze. The room was silent as both girls watched the door slowly creep open.
Slowly creep open. Nothing.
Slowly creep open.
Nothing was there. Carmen stood up to go and turn the lights back on. Amy's phone started to ring, making Carmen jump. Woohoo! It's me, Carmen. She recognized the number, the one from the book. The same one Amy had multiple unread messages from. Without hesitation, she answered the call. Shut up. Without hesitation, she answered the call. What do you want? Carmen blasted angrily. Oh, I'm sorry. What do you want? What? Carmen blasted angrily. All she could hear on the other end was raspy brapping. Raspy breathing. I'm raspy brapping, and I'm running for Senate. Behind the girls, pale, bony fingers curled out of the large dresser table mirror. Oh, it is fucking, Mary Von Bloodsky, whatever her name is. Bloody Mary.
Bloody Mary?
Yeah.
Mary Von Bloodsky?
Sorry, Mary
Is that
Von
the Polish
Bloodsky.
adaptation?
Mary Von Bloodsky was a girl I went to middle school with. The figure pulled itself through the mirror, its limbs contorting to impossible angles like its jaw and its head did previously. It towered over Amy and stared down at her. Oh wait, all this time I thought it was A-M-I-E, it's actually A-R-N-I-E. It's Arnie. Yeah. Get out of here, she said. Get out of here, Slenderman woman.
Slenderman's back again, I can't fight him.
Oh, God.
Where are we at?
Carmen flicked the bean. Carmen flicked the
light switch on and looked out into the hallway. Nothing was there. Who else is? Carmen turned back towards her friend. She dropped the phone to the ground and the screen cracked. Oh, this is how we get to the place from the thing, because the story is more interesting when it's out of order.
This would be an interesting twist, if not for the fact it started with previously, hours earlier.
Previously on the Momo Challenge.
Last time on Friends. Slendrina's outside. We don't see anything, Chandler. But yeah.
Monkey? What's the name of the monkey from Friends?
Ross?
Ha!
Singer!
Sick
you walked right into that one.
Listen, Kitty got claws. Her gaze focused on the tall figure looming over her friend. Its pale skin, knees weak, glistened in the moonlight. The flowing dark hair reached the ground and pulled. Those are tentacles. The narrator is stupid.
Yeah.
Pulled around Amy. It raised its freakishly long arms. And Amy stood up, completely focused on Carmen. Amy, you need to come over here. Emma, you'll need to come over here. A fear was evident in her voice. The figure lifted its head to face Carmen. Its round black eyes, metaphorically speaking, of course, shimmered in the light.
Mm-hmm.
I'm sorry, Carmen.
Let Abysmii have a
sorry,
turn.
Carmen, I have no choice. Arnie's eyes turned black as she moved swiftly towards Carmen. As Arnie lunged at Carmen, the figures should be apostrophe S, thin, lipless mouth turned to a smile.
Oh, smile dog.
Oh.
Yeah, now the challenge is looking at Arnie, and Arnie's just like, come on, do it!
Do it!
Get to the chopper! Also, I'm the chopper! Chop, chop! Number 4, the next morning. We're going forward in time.
The man slid into the man slid into the ditch beside the injured girl. She tried to say something as he helped her sit up.
Why is he laying next to her?
You just see someone with a gunshot wound in their stomach, and you go lay down beside them and just like look at them face to face. Are you gonna be all right?
Darling, sleep next to me. I've been shot, but don't call for help.
I like the idea of, you see somebody laying in the road, there's been a horrible car accident, they've been thrown from the vehicle, they're laying there bloodied and battered, and they're going, help me, and you go and lay next to them. You get out of your car, walk over, lay next to them, and you just go, help me. I need help, I'm a baby. Wah.
So basically this was written by AI Dungeon.
Oh, yeah.
You find it, I go over to help dead body. You lay next to the body and do nothing.
Yes.
The body was covered in horrific injuries. The man wrapped his jacket around her. The dog hid behind the tree line and barked hysterically. The girl began to cry uncontrollably as she looked back at the path.
Stood on the path, Arnie and the pale figure danced in the moonlight, stared down at her. Her friend was almost unrecognizable. Her dark eyes stood out against her pale skin, like a proxy. Her blood-soaked hair draped over her face. Arnie held the broken phone in her hand. The challenge text was obscured as blood ran over the screen. Perfectly still, they both smiled down at Carmen.
Credit Riaz 911.
Couldn't put that at the beginning, could we?
No.
Listen, this is a carefully curated website. They wouldn't make a mistake. That obviously is a misprint down at the bottom. This is obviously written by estimated reading time 8 minutes.
Mm-hmm.
Yes. Maybe estimated reading time 8 minutes might be their Christian name. I changed my name after my mom got divorced from Mr. 8 Minutes.
Unfortunately, this episode didn't broach the Slender Man feat reveal that we wanted to.
Yeah, well, the search continues.
Can we still just call the episode Slender Man feat reveal, regardless of context?
Yeah,
of course.
So,
this story is very it's an average creepypasta. That's the best praise I can give it.
Okay, I have a theory for you guys, but I cannot reveal the theory until we tell our listeners the title of the story. So,
are we there? I think we're there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We finished the story. I mean, where else are we going? Who wants to do the deed? Nobody?
Ball.
Ball? Yeah, Ball,
Yeah.
tell us the name of the story.
The Momo Challenge.
The Momo Challenge. This is based on that fucking Momo picture, and it's the newest post on Creepypasta.com, April 14th, 2020. The Momo Challenge, folks. With 7.71 votes out of 10 from 7 votes. 777. So my theory is this. My theory is this was a Slender Man story, and it was changed to Momo when Momo was more popular. I think that this was written as a Slender Man story because we have a snake-like tongue. I think that was a tentacle, on Slender Man. We have...
You know what?
The thing where it says that the figure has no face, and then it says later its eyes shown, and I'm like, is that a mistake where you forgot you said it had no face? I don't know.
And it does have the tag classic horror, which is Momo is not classic yet anyway.
Well, agree to disagree.
Classic.
Plus, I hate to say it, but the central premise is a girl stabbing her friend for the creature and leaving her in the woods.
Yeah.
I think this was a Slender Man story that got retrofitted to Momo when Momo was popular.
Here's some praise for this story. This story gets Slender Man more right than most Slender Man stories do.
That's true.
Oh my god.
Because you have all these Slender Man stories that are just like, and Slender Man spoke to me, and he told me that he was going to kill me, and Slender Man took out a knife and stabbed me. It's like, okay, you don't understand the concept. This story did a pretty good job with Slender Man. Is Momo Slender Guy?
Yes. Oh god, it just gets me that this is the Momo Challenge, folks. 2020. I don't know. I can't get past that part of it.
Yeah, it's uninspired, late to the game, and just meh overall.
Just like Abysmii.
Damn.
I'm Abysmii.
Ouch.
I drink vodka. I drink Bloody Von Marys.
Bloody Von Marys?
Mary Von Bloodsky, was that what you said?
I don't fucking know.
Oh, hey, look,
Yeah.
It's Mary Von Bloodsky coming down the stairway. Say hi to everybody. Hello.
Oh my god. Fucking
I am a
Jesus
woman
Christ, no. Not Mary Von Bloodsky. No.
now. Say my name 3 times in the rearview mirror.
Wait, the rearview mirror? What the fuck?
I'm not driving. What the fuck?
What the hell? Hey Lois, this bitch doesn't know her own lore. Okay, when are we cutting this episode? When is this over?
Right now.
This has been the Fear Fiction Podcast. Your hosts are Abysmii, Dead Palette, and Slimebeast. Music by Abysmii. Art by C.F. Comer. Voiceover by Atticus Jackson. Edited by Elias the Intern. Subscribe to Fearfic on YouTube to stay up to date on new episodes.
Hey, and welcome to Game Theory. Today we're going to be taking a look at quite a doozy, but before I go on, we need to be serious for a moment. Look, today's topic is touchy, and it's important to understand that when you're dealing with a sensitive subject like the one we're going to talk about today, well, you've got to be careful in how you handle it. Here at Game Theory, we are just a silly show for kids. In fact, no one watches Game Theory that's under 13 years old, according to reliable data provided to me by Susan Wojcicki herself. So we want to talk about this matter in a more adult way while also not tripping YouTube's content filter and getting this filed for demonetization. So, with all of that in mind, understand that because you might not agree with what I have to say today, doesn't mean you should be leaving a mean or flaming comment for disagreeing. We've built up a strong community here around me and my channel, and controversy and drama doesn't help except when it does. Just focus on the connections. Also, before we go on, this episode of Game Theory starring Matt Pat will It might take you and take a character you love and you might see it in a different light. Well, all of the kid-friendly characters we're about to talk about today, if the facts are to be proven correctly, they might have a dark side that's definitely creepy and strange. So with all of that being said, here we're going to be talking about something that isn't easy to talk about, and frankly, it shouldn't be easy to listen to. So hopefully all the snappy JPEGs we threw into a video editor will help keep you entertained while I postulate something, well, a little bizarre to say the least. But before we go on, let's keep in mind that the state of the world has been crazy as of late, and it's hard to, well, eat healthy in this crazy, bizarre, and creepy, strange, bizarre, strange world. And that's why it's important that you check the link in the description for 20% off of your subscription to NatureBox. NatureBox sends you inedible fucking rabbit pellets right to your door directly from China, and directly sends me a check through PayPal every time one of you little fucking pay piggies click the link down in the description. Remember to ask your parents for their credit card, because you don't want Freddy Fazbear to bite off your head at night, and, well, that just might happen if you don't click the link below to subscribe to fucking NatureBox. Now, let's focus on our main topic today, and, well, there's no reason to beat around the bush. What I've discovered is wild, and we should just be direct about this. So I'm going to have to say it, then I'll present my supporting evidence for this theory. So if you're unconvinced, just wait around to the end of the episode when I plug another sponsor. So hopefully you will have forgotten about this part, because you younglings have a short attention span. So, here we go. Let's just get right into this. And well, you know, I'll just say it. Is Slender Guy a Purple Man proxy for Mary Von Blutsky, Pentagram Devil, Valorant versus Counter-Strike, but new Overwatch character is actually Satan? Well, anyway, that's all the time we have today. Anyway, click the link in the description, you dumb fucking child. Remember, JPEG of my face.
So if you go to battle.net, the battle.net launcher, you'll see that if you own Overwatch,
you can uninstall it.
You can uninstall that shit.
Yes.
You can delete it from your hard drive. And then that frees up like 60 fucking gigs that you can just... So that's like... What I'm advertising is 60 free gigs of space on your hard drive for free. You just click it, and then you don't have to deal with Overwatch anymore.
I don't think anybody at Blizzard has Overwatch installed anymore either, because they don't seem to give a shit about it.
It's all just on their phones, and that's how they monitor progress.
They just have, they're like, okay, we're going to make a new character, and she's going to have the ability to, no more shields. No one's allowed to have shields anymore. Remember that cool thing that set us apart from other shooting games where, you know, you could have a shield and, you know, support? None of that shit. Just no shields. No fun allowed. If you were thinking about picking a shield, fuck you, honestly. Just, Reinhardt, no. Not allowed to.
What?
Just bomb the shield, beam it down. Also, this new character that deletes shields, she can copy anyone. She flies. She has 3 different ways of doing damage when everyone up until this point has had 2.
Jeff?
She's good. She's just a little bit overtuned. Just a little bit. Just a wee bit better than every other character.
Jeff, we know that Bring Your Daughter to Work Day is a beloved tradition here at Blizzard. And little Susie Kaplan is adorable, but we can't make her crayon drawing hero.
Susie Kaplan here from the Overwatch team.
We can't.
I made Echo.
Fuck. We can't put the hero that she drew in crayon into the game. It says here does everything. Come on.
Right.
Remember when people like saw Orisa and they're like, oh man, it looks like she just has every other character's ability.
Yeah.
Nope.
Nah, dog.
Why would you ever pick Farah when you have Echo as an option?
Yeah.
I don't know.
So, like, you're telling me that I can fly almost as good, do way more damage, copy everyone else, and delete shields?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. At least, skins, I guess.
Yeah. More boxes, loot boxes. More Funko Pop figures.
Echo Pops.